Hi kiddos, this is Miss Stark with another video. This time we're going to be looking at solving equations with one variable, but with all of them. We're going to use all the inverse operations, not just adding, subtracting, or multiplying and dividing, all of them. First thing I'm going to do is write my name at the top. Here at the top, you'll see some examples if you need them. And we're going to move to the bottom. Remember, if you need to, actually, I prefer you to add another piece of paper. Do not do what I'm about to do, because it's going to get way too crowded really quickly. So here we have r times 13. The opposite of multiplication, or the inverse of multiplication, is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 13. 13 divided by 13 is 1. First step is always figuring out what your operation is. I have w plus 18. Well, I have addition. The inverse of addition is subtraction. So I subtract 18 on both sides. If you want, you can use a calculator for this. I'm not going to stop you from using a calculator, but please show what you're doing. Which means here I showed that it was minus 18 on both sides. Here I have 17 times v, multiplication. The opposite is division. I do to both sides. I do not know this one, so I'm going to pull up my calculator. It'd be like, okay, 153 divided by 17, 9. Awesome. Okay, and that's all we do for this is we look at what our operation, division, inverse is multiplication. You do it to both sides, and there's your answer. Remember, you can use a calculator. I have division, multiply both sides. That is 136. Okay, here is a tricky one. When you divide or subtract and your variable is the second one, you're going to end up adding to both sides and then subtracting the number from the other side. Basically what happens, you basically flipped the two numbers. So if I were to show you, I can show you right here. Minus q equals 13. We minus q on both sides. We get 24 equals 13 minus q. And so on and so forth. You kind of see what I'm doing, right? Because then we'll minus 13 on both sides. Or we'll add. No, we'll subtract. But you get what I'm putting down, right? Basically, you're going to flip the two sides. That's what's going to end up happening. I know the examples up above do a way better job than I just did. Because if you look here, the variable's second, so they minus 28 on both sides, which I guess is what I should have done to begin with. And then they took away the negatives from both sides. But what I like to do is I like just to flip them to get 24 minus 13, which equals q. And that is 11. And if we do look up here, if we just flipped them, it would have gotten us the same answer. Okay, next row we have multiplication, so we divide. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Here we have division, so we multiply. Trick with 11s. I learned this trick in 7th grade from a substitute. With 11s, what you're going to do when it's double digits like this, you put this the 8 here, the ones place in the ones place. The hundreds place goes here. And then you add them. 8 plus 1 is 9, so 9 goes in the middle. That's a little trick I learned in case you guys are interested on little tricks that you can learn. Okay, here we have plus 19. The opposite is minus 19. That is 5. No, not 5. That's 7. 7. And that is 1. Okay. Q plus 8. The opposite is subtraction. Not 9, 8. That is 8. Again, we have where my variable is second in a division or subtraction problem. What I'm going to do is I am going to change the W with what it equals. I'm just going to flip them up over. So we have 66 divided by 11 is 6. Okay, here it's easier. The variable is not second, so we can just multiply, because the opposite of division is multiplication. Okay, last row I'll do. Here we have b minus 8. Opposite of minus 8 is plus 8. My answer is 17. Here I have 17 plus d. I just subtract 17 on both sides. 9 minus 7 is 2. That's 1. There we go. Last one. Subtract 4 on both sides. And we get 16. So I hope this video has helped. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye!